Good morning from the homesteading grandparents. Today is February the 3rd of 2021. And according to the Farmer's Almanac, today and tomorrow are good days for planting root crops. So this morning, we're going to be planting potatoes. We're going to plant a white potato and a red potato. But before we get started planting, I have some explaining I need to do. In my short life, I've heard two sayings, at least two. These two this morning I'm thinking about. One of them being, necessity is the mother of invention. The second one is, poor folk have poor ways. Now, to be perfectly honest, by the world's standards, we're very blessed and we're far from poor. By America's standards, well, we're just an average American family fitting here in the United States of America. Necessity being the mother of invention. Now, we live about a half a mile or so from a dump site. And in the background, as you heard in one of the previous videos, there was lots of beeping and banging going on. Well, this morning we're trying to get that filtered out. Poor folk have poor ways. We can't afford to go buy a high dollar mic. So, Nan's invention, why we've come up with a filter for our mic this morning. So we're going to see how that works. So let's get started looking at our potatoes. What I've done here is, this is a raised bed that we have. It's about a 5x6 area, and last year we had bell peppers in here and they did really well. Now, I know that potatoes and bell peppers are from the same family, the nightshade family, but we have limited area around here that we can plant, so we're coming in. We're not going to plant bell peppers or peppers this year. Here we're going to plant potatoes. So you can see here, to get started, what I did, we dug us a trench, and it's about 6 or 8 inches below the surface of the soil depth, and we've put our potatoes in there with the eyes facing up. And what I'm going to do is come in and put a little bit of the soil over the top of it, and then we're going to put some blood meal on top of that, and then we'll finish covering it up. Now, I've got it set where we can put 4 rows in here, and so we're going to get started doing that, and we'll come back and I'll show you here in just a minute when how that we're going to finish this off. Okay, so we got this bed planted. We put in 2 rows of white and then 2 rows of red. So we'll give them a couple of weeks and see what happens. Now, this year we're going to try as well planting in some containers. Got several containers in the back here, and we're going to make our way back there and put a few potatoes in them. So let's head back there and see what we have. Okay, so we made it back here to the tub farm, and it's back here close to our chicken pen. You can hear them in the background, happy hens laying them eggs. But we're going to use a couple of tubs to show you an example of what we're going to do this year. In the past years, I've taken a seed potato like this, and you can sort of see the eyes here around, and I've taken and cut the potatoes to get multiple eyes, get a couple of pieces with eyes on them. But to be completely honest with you, I haven't seen the yields like I see others having with their crops. So what I'm going to try this year is just planting the whole potato and let all the eyes, whichever ones come up, instead of just trying to get 2 or 3 eyes per piece. So this year we're just going to use the whole potatoes. These are the red ones. I've got several of these guys, and we're just, like I say, we're going to put the whole potato in here. But what I've done is I've taken a couple of these tubs, which are just mineral tubs used for cattle, and just punched holes in the bottom like I've seen some of other YouTubers do. And that's what's going to be our trial this year. And we've got the holes punched in, and then I've come in and just put a piece of old screen wire in here to on the bottom, cover the holes, sort of filter there, and then just put some of this raised bed mix down in the bottom of the tub. I don't know, it's 3 or 4 inches. And then what we do is we're going to take these potatoes. I'm going to put 5 in each tub, but we'll put them down in there with the eyes facing up. Okay, then we'll come in, once we got the potatoes in there, then we'll just take some of this bedding mix. Like I say, it's raised bed mix, got down at the box store. We'll put 2-3 inches or so on top of here. Again, this is nothing that you can't find on many other channels, just something that we want to try this year, different. We've always planted our potatoes in a raised bed like we did earlier up front, but we're going to try them in a tub this year. So I've got a couple of inches of mix on there, and we're going to take some of this blood meal and just sprinkle it on top. And then from there, we're going to just top off with 6 or 8 inches of our bedding mix, and that'll be our plant in the tubs. I'll probably do a couple of more of these tubs and see how they turn out this year, just a trial. And then, you know, when you have limited space, now we have 2.5 acres here, and I guess we could disc up and plant more, but I'm trying to go more with the raised beds, the tubs, versus big garden areas. But with that being said, running out of room, so I've talked with Pops, and he's going to let me come over to his place, and he's got a little area that we're going to plant a few potatoes over there too. And we'll see, I may take you over there and show you his place where we're going to plant them over there. Before we do, Nan, come in here a little closer and look at this. This is a celery that Nan got it from the grocery store, used the stalks, and then just cut the bottom off of it, and she was going to put it in the compost. I said, well, let me have it. We took it and just planted that root here in this dirt, and look at there. We got celery coming up. How neat is that? Well, okay, we appreciate you guys watching. And like I say, we're probably going to head over to Pop's here in a little while, and we'll take you over there with us and show you what we're going to do over there. Well, here we are at Mom and Pop's, and he has an area that's about 30 by 20, and we're going to be planting some of the potatoes here. Now, my brother-in-law on my side of the family, only one I have on this side, he come over yesterday and tilled this up for us so that we could plant these potatoes. But hopefully here in the days to come, I can sit down with Pop and have some swinging and SWAT time.
Oh, okay.
And get him to talk about a little bit about, we call it homesteading today. Back then, y'all probably called it survival.
Survival is right.
So,
yes.
You know, we'll hopefully get him to sit down and give us a little bit of his time, some of the happenings that occurred in his days. But he's my hero. He has forged the path forward for our family, and he is one of my very best heroes, shining star. He's a great husband, great father, great brother, Korean War veteran. I mean, they just don't get any better. So here we are today here, and that's what we're going to do. So we've got this one row here put in of the white potatoes. We dug us a trench just like we did back over at the house, and we've got the potatoes in it, and we're going to put in, we got one more trench dug, we're going to put in some white, and then there's some red that we have, we'll put them in there as well, and come in and do just like we did over there, cover them up, and we'll see what kind of progress we get. So thanks for watching, and appreciate your time. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up for us. Please share it, and we'll holler at you later. We'll be putting up some more videos later on in the week. Got a few projects at the house that we're going to be working on. God bless. We'll see you next time.